The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Candle in the night that came and blew us away.
And like a thief in the night that came and stole it away.
We've been in the bondage for so long. We need a light.
All the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom.
It's a freedom song.
Freedom song.
Nature culture, now we are no one, so no more breathing. See, we gotta go.
Our tradition is live and let's live, but they are killing us now. We need free.
See this land is green, we need a red and black to it to make it work out. We need to be like Poncho.
And then we fighting for our freedom, so you gotta stand up, searching for the garden of Eden. Oh,
we are freedom fighters, light up the lighter.
of the children, the hope of the rising sun.
We will keep on believing and fighting to the end of time. We can't really walk.
Hey, Babylon them walkers of iniquity, brutality them can never see the rising of the sun.
The futures of tomorrow. Now give them the strength they need. Yeah.
Freedom song. voice rise, I fight for freedom.
We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we love. We will murder the nation.
Me wonder why discrimination everywhere. The word of the poor and the one of the richer.
You are fighting with gun, I am fighting with love. I'm showing you love, you are showing me gun.
After much rain, the sun will shine again. As you can see, monkey and donkey, they are not the same.
Senior Rasta man, me not tell you how I feel. In a Milan, the devil make a fist of it.
See, I can take it no more. Say the skilling is getting too far.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are, all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I do not expect you to understand the mindset behind it, but one day you shall. Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, and of course he is the king of Afali Beku. Afali Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. He is the one that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. For over 6 decades now, nobody have stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people until he came. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the grace of Chukwukika Biama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. We all know we do not have the power of our own. There is exactly nothing that we can do without the help of the Creator. But believe me, we are not stupid and idiot. We are not lazy that think that God is going to do everything for us. We are not that type. I, as a person, am not that type. And so we continue to acknowledge the Creator, because in the end, we are just dust and ashes. And so if today we are here, and before our very eyes, kingdoms will fall. Before our very eyes, empires will be buried. Before our very eyes, Biafra will be liberated. Why won't we be grateful? I will humble myself before him. And as always, and tell him this evening, Anyị na-aja gị mma n'eziokwu na-emara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya chimo inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dị onye dị ka gị ebuwa alfa na omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma ise. And of course, wonderful Biafrans across the globe, I want to welcome you to this very segment, which our topic is titled, All You Must Know About the Monster Called Terrorists. All you must know about the monster called terrorists. When we talk about the art of terrorism or the terrorists themselves, you will discover, like most of other definition when it comes to Englishman trying to tell you what their language means, they withheld certain information that makes most definition unreliable, and should I say conniving or deceiving. But that having been said, it's not our language. But from our experience and encounter of terrorism and what they project it to be, I can tell you it's horrible. And for the people of Biafra, I want to believe, based on evidence and experience, not just of ours, but that of our ancestors, that we are not just the most endangered species, because there are Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, among others, but that we have been terrorized as far as we can remember our history. The only gift we have received freely is the gift of terrorism. It doesn't matter the dispensation you want to check it from. And of course, it is important our people will understand that each time we are talking about terrorism or terrorists, it's not just about the insecurity that we need to know about. It is important we know what it takes, what it entails. There is a video, of course, trending on social media this evening, showing us what Fulani headsmen they dump in Biafra land are doing already. Somewhere precisely in Soka, a young girl that is about 13 or 17 years old was being raped by Fulanis, more than 10 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we are still looking into that video to know where it's coming from. But if it is Biafra land, it's horrible. But if it's happening any other place in the world, it should not happen. These are some of the art of terrorism that make me to disagree with the definition of terrorism. Of course, those who understand English will understand that the definition of the same English language when it comes to the religion aspect, of course, when you compare the theological or theologian dictionary to the advanced learner Oxford dictionary, they are not the same. Let me digress a little bit. When you want to define sin, according to Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary or any other Cambridge, Toronto dictionary of English, they tell you that sin is an act of breaking divine or moral law. But I tell you, as a theologian, if you go and check the theological dictionary, that is wrong. Because the Bible, on the other hand, makes you understand that you are a sinner even before you know the difference between moral or divine law. Because the Bible says, for in sin did my mother conceive me. In the same light, if you are looking at definition of terrorism or terrorists from the same pioneers of terrorists, you see, if they have their way, they will garnish the name so it look wonderful. And like I was saying, this young girl was raped, and this is because they decide to video the girl and then send it to us to mock us. It's okay, we are not complaining. Many more is going to happen, and make no mistake about that. But our people must prepare their heart, because there must be a day of falling before the day of judgment. There must be a day of falling. But woe betide that man, woe betide that woman who think he has built a safe heaven where hand will not touch him. You are not God. When we talk about terrorism, we are going to paint it. But you have failed to look at their attitude and their character, as it affects us individually, globally as a people. And so tonight, while we live in the eras where terrorists reign and rule the world, it is important every Biafran today will understand how they function. When they talk about terrorists, do not allow them to limit you to just Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Nigerian government, most of the Nigerian security apparatus. No, 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 no. If you don't know them, I mean, you are in for a big trouble. We have domestic terrorism. We have political terrorism. We have religious terrorism. We have the imperialist terrorism. There are different kinds of terrorists. But the point is that their agenda are the same. What they represent are the same. And if you don't understand how they function, they will come for you. If you are a Biafra now, you are listening to Radio Biafra. You don't have acid, raw acid in your house. As I have said it now, they will ban the importation of raw acid. If you don't have acid in your house, to give somebody an everlasting mark. If you are not carrying acid around like a pure water, to give somebody an everlasting mark before they send you to the Creator, and then you don't know what you are up to. Because the terrorists you are looking just Fulani headsmen is more than you can imagine. We have come to a stage where running will not save anybody. And then what do you have to do? If the world turn their back on us, we turn our back on the world. This is not time for beautiful sermon, deceiving one another. This is not that time. My heart is broken. I could understand or wonder if that girl will survive. My heart is broken because this is just 1 out of a million. My heart is broken. Like I have mentioned, different type of terrorism. When I look at Biafrans, I am not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Because the greater the struggle, the bigger the glory. And that is why in the Christian creed, we were taught that the struggle is the glory. And let every man and woman who live this day understand that in the end of this struggle, to liberate our people, that we might become the author of our destiny, because this is the only reason why we are here. Men and women will understand that indeed we have what we want. And that is freedom. But then we continue to enlighten our people so that nobody deceives you. The Biafran people have never had an issue of terrorism. There is no record of any Biafran anywhere in the world who is a terrorist. But IPOB is proscribed. Nigerian government proscribed holy IPOB, peaceful IPOB. But don't worry. But in the history of Nigeria, you have 2 groups or 3 groups that makes up the zoo called Nigeria, trapped in this prison called Nigeria. We have the history of the Yorubas, who in London, the owner of the zoo called Nigeria killed 2 London policemen, cut off their head, slowed their throat for them. Of course, the Hausa and the Fulani, they have their own share of terrorism. But that thing which they fear of, that seed they have planted, it will catch up with them. But of course, Nigerian media are free to publish a Biafran terrorist. But believe me, you will see it very soon. We respect our culture and tradition. I, as a person, I give ultimate respect, maximum respect, sentimentally regard to the custom and tradition of my ancestors. And I do not back down for anybody when it comes to those issues. And I must remind you that our fathers are not terrorists, but they have the capacity to become whatever they want to become. But they also understand that because you have certain power does not give you the right to beat up anybody. Because you can beat up somebody does not give you the right to beat up anybody. And so we keep shouting, beckoning on Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, and all the idiot saboteurs around us to see if they will change. But we know how to cure your disease. I was telling somebody, I said, I come from Abo. In Abo, we cure mad people. Madman enter Abo, you are cured. It's not boasting. We cure mad people. Go and ask Fulani. Let Nigerian army prepare this night and attack Abo. But they will always hear from us. Why? Because this thing you are seeing today, we have been seeing it. But of course, we may lack the courage to move because we don't know who is who. We don't know who is who. Who is a terrorist? According to your dictionary, a terrorist is a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aim. I don't agree. Look at how sweet it is. Some of you will think they are defining a reverend father. Somebody who used violence to achieve a political aim. You think every terrorist are politician? You think every terrorist are working for the government of the day? And that is not true. There are some dangerous terrorists you are not seeing. If you can harass, intimidate, and take that which belongs to another, it could be his right, it could be his property. You subdue him because you think you have power. You are a terrorist, it doesn't matter who you are. We see them every day. They intimidate you. We will deal with you. We will kill you. We will catch you. We will get you. Thunder fire all of you. But of course, the world don't understand those kind of terrorists exist. But let me come down to the one you know. And of course, what I want you to understand about terrorists and the art of terrorism. Of course, the people who bring about terrorism are the terrorists. The action, the end result of terrorists is what is known as terrorism. Now, the first thing I want us to consider there is, what do terrorists want? If you look at the terrorists in Nigeria, it's not about the political interest. Because the terrorists have been ruling Nigeria. Our leader made mention about 7 terrorist groups. Of course, maybe looking at them further, there are more than 7. Because Lamido Sanusi Lamido is a terrorist. Miati Allah is a terrorist. Nigerian soldier is a terrorist. Yoruba Gota Media is a terrorist. Yoruba pastor is a terrorist. Idiot that will tell me not to talk to Yoruba. I'm not generalizing it to Ndiara. Hausa that are supporting Boko Haram is a terrorist. A Biafran that is supporting one Nigeria is a terrorist. Fault finder, they are all terrorists. Because any action of yours that is tended to intimidate and subdue anybody is an act of terrorism. And we say no to all of them. I ask a simple question. What do terrorists in Nigeria want? What does saboteur want? Do they want political influence? Lamido Sanusi Lamido now is quiet, making phone call to all the Janjaweed idiots they have sent down to Biafra land. And most of you, idiot Biafrans, will soon come and vote for him. Because you think he's a good man. Don't worry. Believe me, people are more ready than you can imagine. I pray day and night that God, Chukwu Kikabiama, should help Nigeria to strike. So that thing they are looking at, let them see it. Every day we come here, we are painting someone and say that people are going to love us, kiss us. For what? For what? How many lifetimes do we have? How many lifetimes do we have? And how long are we going to run for any idiot? I repeat you, I Biafran, you don't carry raw acid along your body. May the Lord be with you. Because no juju for raw acid. No juju. Or she no day for raw acid. You pour them on it very well. And if you must die, then you should get to heaven with God asking you, what did you do with that thing in your hand? Or rather, what do you have in your hand? And then you can tell him it's acid. And then all their life, let them, so that Nigerian at least can be taking all this Boko Haram to go for plastic surgery. Somewhere in Europe or, of course, London precisely. We will get there. And so, who are these terrorists? What do they want? Is it to be governor? But they are the governors. Is it to be president? But they are the president. Is it to be the head of the Senate? But they are. Is it to be in charge of the judiciary, the legislature, the executive, or what? They are. They even control our land. They tell you the governor who will be there and who will not be there. They are working very hard to remove the governor of Bayelsa State, which they will do very soon. They succeeded in removing the one in Imo State. They are coming for Wike. Are we going to talk about Cross River State? We know all those politics. These terrorists are still in charge. What do they want? They want your freedom. Number one thing they want from you, they want your freedom. They want your freedom. Today we don't have freedom of speech. What we do here is a way of exercising our right to civil disobedience. If you function in any way where you oppress people from saying the truth, you are a terrorist. It doesn't matter who you are. Because terrorists want your freedom. Any country, anywhere in the world, working hard to make sure that we cannot air our view and what is going on, you are a terrorist. Considering the fact that people like Frederick Lugard, the terrorist, is known as Lord. Tomorrow they will say he's sent. Sent in the Aran and Yoshi. Terrorists want to take your freedom. Frederick Lugard, a drunk, a bastard giving birth to along one bridge in India, was brought to humiliate us by the British government, and this is where he kept us. He took our right, God-given right. He's a terrorist. Anybody, you can be Reverend Father, you are a terrorist if you do not allow your church member to exercise the God-given right. There is nowhere God confronts people with a mandatory or a compulsory task. He always gives them choice. Our fathers knew this. Rapota no onyo no ganefe namu nezinu nom I gefe chuku inakwisha la yarose arose aperape oru akamado ode azekpeliu. They give us choice. So if you are a pastor, you are conditioning your people, you are a terrorist. That is why I tell you that all the Yoruba pastors, they are all terrorists. Including any Biafran pastor who is conditioning their people. Because that time your people know that fighting for Biafra is a must, it's a task for all of us to accomplish. And you are telling them Jesus say, to remain giving you 10%, you are worse than Fulani headsmen, Miatiala, Boko Haram put together. Because you people are the reason why the truth has not been able to penetrate in the heart of the people. But we shall see how far you will go. Because you are making yourself enemy of God himself already. Your freedom of speech, freedom of association, and every other thing have been taken from you. I thought they are renovating Enugu Airport. Of course, after this broadcast, they will still go and announce, yes, we have commenced renovation of Enugu Airport, but this is a complete humiliation on the whole people of Biafra. Go and look at kitchen they are building in Port Harcourt. It's international. Everything there is building in Chinese name. Not even English. You people don't know what is coming. That is an act of terrorism. Today in Nigeria, the number of COVID-19 being recorded on daily basis, in 2 weeks' time, I believe it will be higher than the population of Nigeria. In the area, this is terrorism. What do terrorists want? Number two, they want to conquer you. They want to conquer you. Biafra has not gone to conquer territory. I've not heard of any history where they say we conquer terrorists. I mean, we conquer people to take their land. But believe me, go and look at Yoruba record on the gateway to Yoruba land. There is a book, the title, Gateway to Yoruba Land, and why the Yorubas stopped Ojukwu from crossing to Lagos. That place is their gateway. They believe if they have allowed Ojukwu with the Biafran soldier to shut down Lagos, they believe Ojukwu would have taken over Lagos and seized it as a conquered territory. That was the main reason why they betrayed Ojukwu. That was the main reason why they compromised the Fajuna. That was the main reason why from Ibadan they exchanged all the Biafran flank that were marching with Fajuna down to Yoruba Gateway were all sold out. We never conquered anybody. But Yorubas are conquering every day. They conquered the Shekiri already. They conquered part of Benin already. Fulani are conquering everywhere. Of course, they have their own counterpart. They are conquering. They are born to rule. Everybody wake up. This terrorism will not last for long. this terrorist entrepreneur will not last for long. In case you don't know, terrorists want to conquer you. They have started issuing press statement already through channel television and BBC. The one that happened in Okpana, most of you must have forgotten. Yes, so we are calling on Nigerians, so this executive order cannot carry you. They are chasing us from our bush. We are Nigerians, so we have right to this bush. They want to conquer you. Just try and look at the picture of the about 17 years old girl that was raped randomly by Fulani. Your fellow one Nigeria. Nnayawodo, go and look at it. Nde Sabo, go and look at it. Nde Chora Biafra, go and look at it. This thing will dawn on all of you. We are coming. Number 3 things these terrorists want is that they are assassin. They are assassin. Some terrorists are assassin. Their own is to kill you. They are equipped already. Whatever they are doing, whatever pattern they are using, it ends to lead to one end, which is decimation of any people. And those minority in the north. The earlier you begin to raise up your voice now, so that Radio Biafra can help you air your view, the better for all of you. I understand many of you are Wosa, Biron, Gware, TV. Many of you will be the first to kill Igbo man if it happen now. But this time is different game. The earlier you look for how to save your generation, the better for all of you. A shame. 7% are still bamboozling all of you. And you are still following them. Yeah, I want Nigeria. Yeah, I want not tenant. These people are assassins. How many Reverend Father have they killed? How many innocent women and children have they killed? And then when we are discussing it, it looks like we are seeing it every day here. And then we are going to analyze it as if it's a church service. And they are contractors. In as much as they are assassins, they are also contractors. Any place they enter, they have access. They call governors. Why do you think most governors in Biafra land are there doing gra-gra? They have their terrorist assassin waiting for them. Where they just say, go and look for George Onyibe, kill George Onyibe. Everywhere in Biafra land, they are there. There are a lot of assassins in IPOB looking for who to kill. A source of assassin in government everywhere. Saboteur, assassin everywhere. Go and look for the person. Go and kill him. Go and kill him. Don't worry. Do audition for acid. Do audition for acid. What we taught you that day, you will understand that they didn't bring us to Abo. We were born and brought up there. Don't worry. The time will come. Mazen Nandekano said, they are planning and we are planning. The only thing is that we have not fixed the battle. On that day, we shall meet at the battlefront. They are contractors. Sometimes our governors call them. Sometimes our brothers call them. Sometimes our sisters call them. They point you out. They have point 1 and point 2. I want you to understand what you need to know about them. Then we need to ask ourselves another question. What is their method? How do they function? What pattern do they use? Because it's important you know. If you really don't know, believe me, you are in for a big trouble. It's heartbreaking. 1, they come as sympathizers. Terrorists come as sympathizers. In case you think terrorists are wearing masquerade, it's a lie. Fulani started killing Hausa people, claiming to be Boko Haram and sympathizer. We want Islamic State. We want Islamic State. We want Islamic State. Of course, terrorists everywhere. That is how they function. And some ignorant people follow them. Give us Islamic State. Give us Islamic State. We want Sharia law. Awusa must not feel bad about this. Because as we speak, these terrorists who are claiming to be sympathizers control Britain as we speak. Do you know the most popular name, common name answered by a British man today is Mohammed? Go and check the record of British name. No more Lugard, no more Frederick, no more Thomason, Edison, Frankinson, Theresa May. They are not there again. All you hear is Mohammed Aisha, Mohammed Aisha. They pretend like sympathizers are everywhere. And they have their way. Go to Germany. Almost all Germany now, Arab, Muslims and Islam is on their neck. Almost everywhere in the world. They are coming for America. Only people who understand how to cure them can cure them. Go and look at Europe. Muslim is over. Islam is overrunning them. They are not seeing it. These people come like a sympathizer. Oh, give us the Sharia law. We want to be loyal to Allah. Give us the Sharia law. We want to marry 30 wives. Oh, give us Sharia law. We don't want to eat pig meat. We need the Sharia law. All these people coming as sympathizer. You don't know what they are going to do to you. Don't let them deceive you. We all know, as far as Islam as a religion is concerned, you are justified to talk like in order to deceive other people. So they come as sympathizer. Be very careful when you see all those sympathizers. If they will destroy Moscow, sympathizers. If they are bringing Britain to their knee, sympathizers. If they are on the heels of the German, sympathizers. My brother, who are you as our man? Don't let them deceive you. Oh, we want to fight corruption. We are fighting corruption. We are doing this one. They come as sympathizer. Our leader said something in his broadcast yesterday. He pointed out to us that for 33 years, Nigerians have been researching for cliche. And some of you are laughing. You think they are idiots? You think they are researching, trying to magnify or try to establish which grammar you want to use? You think they are stupid? You don't understand. The people who send them understand what they are saying. So that time you think that Awusa or Fulani idiot was actually telling you that he have wasted his time for 33 years trying to refine suya, and then you don't have sense. For 33 years, they have poisoned us with suya. But you don't know. For 33 years, you have been eating nylon in the name of suya. For 33 years, you have been eating regularly suya mixed with otapia without knowing. And you have kidney problem, and you have liver problem, and you have lungs problem. But you don't know that for 33 years, the suya have been killing you. They are the only one that says suya. They make a phone call. This is the new chemical. We understand that if you eat this chemical 5 times a day, 2 drop, your kidney will fail. And then you go and buy it with your baby. You eat 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. And then after the 3rd night, your kidney, your liver, or your lungs, you begin to have problem. They are taking your record. They know how many people dying. This is the research they are doing. They would have been able to ask somebody to come and help them. Don't you know, in a time like this, federal government of Nigeria will tell you that they are trying to make sure that in 2033 that Nigerians should be able to manufacture pencil. Don't you know they are communicating to themselves? They are not that daft. They just want you to think that they are daft so they can overrun you. For 33 years, they've been working on how to poison us. Believe me, they are doing well. They are not doing bad in that aspect. As a Biafran today, how many of you have eaten Fulani soya? Hausa soya? How many of you? You are part of that experiment. Hey, give me suya. Hey, give me suya. But we have told you, avoid it. Nkirishi anonama. Do you know how many of us that have health condition now because of Nkirishi and experiment in Nkirishi? Tony Mas is dead. Another is dead. Go and check how many of them that will die because plane cannot take them for emergency treatment. Many of them will die. Yoruba elite will die. Hausa elite will die. Fulani elite will die. Biafran's elite will die. Because now there is no plane moving. But of course, if the plane don't move in before the end of this month, you will see many deaths coming. How many of you are eating suya? For 33 years, they've been working on that suya. But of course, if you don't know that what they are doing to us, they've started planning it over 200 years ago. And then you don't know what you are facing. Their method is what we are looking for at. They come with two faces. When they come with two faces. Yes, a fellow Nigerian, in an attempt to help the headsmen to stop the headers and the farmer crisis, we've decided to introduce cattle ranching. No, grazing reserve bill. It didn't work. Yes, we decided to bring in cattle ranching. It didn't work. And then we decided to bring a reserve grazing bill or Ruga. It didn't work. They are still working hard. And when they are pushing all these bills in the Senate, they are using Fulani herdsmen to kill innocent people and say it is farmer headers crisis, two-face. They come in two-face. Never you trust the terrorists. If they manifest any of this tendency, know they are terrorists. Forget about how dressed they are. Forget about how dressed they are. Satan also come in white garment. Satan also come in white garment. But they are becoming pastor now. You people don't know what is coming. They come in two-face. They are serial killer. They are serial killer. The terrorists, they are serial killers. They derive joy in killing people. They don't rest until they kill. They are serial killers. And so when they get hold of you, your weeping, your crying, your pleading make no meaning to them. And at least finally, they are serial rapists. My heart goes out to that girl. I do not know who she is. She will not be the last that will be raped. Neither is she the first. But I want everybody to look for that video online. And then you can see the terror in the eyes of that girl. You can see they were having carnal knowledge of her. It's a ritual. They first of all start displaying to us video on how they sleep with cow and goat. Facebook will not allow us to show the world what they are doing. Now they are no longer sleeping with cows and goats and chicken. They are now bringing it to our women. And when they come and say, oh, no, we go give una mama HIV, we go fuck and skin to skin. You think those people are normal? These people are so desperate and horrible to take over our land that they can eat any poison and come and transfer it to our people. The real war is coming. All those who are hiding inside the bush, you should be afraid what they are going to do with our women. You should be afraid. Or rather, are you making arrangement for that? But don't worry, it's a case for another day. The number 3 thing is, who are their sponsors? Who sponsor them? Who is sponsoring terrorism? Who is sponsoring terrorists? These are the people of interest at every level for the purpose of having absolute power over a particular state. I cannot tell you it's just the government. Britain is a sponsor of terrorism or terrorists. Why? They are the ones sponsoring Fulani headsmen. They are the owner. Kill one Fulani headsman now. You will see BBC come to their aid. Nigerian news published, maybe by mistake, that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is paying $85,000 or million to lobby, or how do they put the grammar? to draw international community against Nigeria. BBC of Buckingham Palace came up in their pidgin English for Igbo people and said that Nnamdi Kanu they collect bribe, make it cover the issue of Biafra. What are terrorist people like this? And somebody don't know BBC is a terrorist. These are people of interest. British government want to be stealing oil without anybody knowing. And they have collaborators. Chop and chop administration is an act of terrorism. Nigeria must remain one. You are a terrorist. People of interest. Power must remain in the north. You are a terrorist. Yoruba want Igbo second tenure. You are a terrorist. Where is Osibanjo? I told somebody, I say, see, you cannot blame Goodluck because you were not there. If you know what Goodluck saw there, you will understand that he was simply a president on gunpoint. And when I had a chat with the guy today, I said, yes, have you not seen Osibanjo? Where is the Yoruba media? Why are they not talking about him? Terrorists have held him. He's under the oath of silence. People of interest. Shell is a company of interest. Among other Oye company, they are all terrorists. They build terrorist group in every village, in every community. These are people of interest. They use the resources from Biafra land to fund many terrorist organizations you cannot imagine. Do you know how much Nigerians pay to make sure Donald Trump don't become the president? Do you know how many countries Nigerians shifted money for to destabilize America? Do you know the issue of George Floyd is Nigerians are part of the people sponsoring all those nonsense protests? And when we say end Nigeria, you will be able to end more than 75% of act of terrorism across the globe. People don't understand. The question now is, how do we stop terrorism? How do we stop them? We go to the church and pray. Please, to stop these terrorists, we have to organize 40 days prayer, 50 days prayer, dry fasting in the area. Where on this world have they stopped terrorists with fighting and praying? Oh, we gonna obey them. Biafran's politicians have been the biggest fools I have seen. They have always lived in subjection to the terrorists, thinking they will have their way. Fulani don't forgive. Fulani, they don't forgive. They are the terrorist breed. You don't stop them by begging them, by negotiating. You pay them back in their own coin. The reason you are seeing them gallivanting everywhere, jumping up and down, is because the people of Biafra has not made up their mind. You have not made up your mind. Because this is the time we have to respond. That is the only solution. Have you seen any of them locked up anywhere? Did they not tell you that a Boko Haram who repent is qualified to be a president of Nigeria? Don't you see them advertise it on Yoruba media every day that repented Boko Haram will be reincorporated into the Nigerian security apparatus? My brother, now Cain and Pepe, they use the arranged madman. And how many people are ready? Are you still going to church where they are saying, oh, the Lord will do it? Forget about that thing. Because they are here already. Every Biafrans must prepare their heart. The law of karma may be catching up with them now. But believe me, this war will continue to rage. It will not stop because they do not have the intention to stop it. Their target is simple. Displace the people of Biafra and take over their land. Fellow Biafrans, I can go on and on and on narrating for you. But the night is fast spent already. And another new day A new dawn is right here before us. Are we going to allow them to mesmerize us? Are we going to allow them to rubbish us? Are we going to, as a result of the fear of the unknown, begin to play the game of indulgence that will lead to our death? Or are we going to stand up and look at evil in the eye and say, evil, you are evil, and this is your end? Biafrans, wake up. Biafrans, be ready. Biafrans, they cannot take our life from us. They cannot take Biafran from us. I'll be back in a minute.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
You can't take away what God has brought for us. You can't take my life and say it's all over. The pain is in my heart. You killed us. Why you try to take my life? Why? This goes out to all the Biafran kids who were starved to death by the Nigerian government. By the Nigerian government for no reason. I say forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Nigeria must pay for this because we will not only remember the words of our enemy but also the silence of our friends. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra.
And Biafra has no end. A people of courage, of strong heart and spirit, who will not be punished, who cannot be oppressed, who will continue to fight until they hold freedom in their hands. Long live Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. God bless our leader, Master Namdekana. God bless our supreme leader, Master Uchemefa. God bless Biafra. God bless my country.
And that is the gospel truth. Our lines are open at this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. The special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Of course, we lose that caller. Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
I am from Ayameron local government. Mazi, I thank you for everything you have been telling us. Thank God. Thank you for everything. We are hearing what you are saying since I've been. Imagine, I've traveled back to my village and go and comfort my people. I went there on Monday, telling them about what is coming in our place, what is in our place, what is about to happen. And they're telling me that they cannot be able to hear for radio, they cannot listen to radio due to they don't have no service from that in that side. And I noticed it also. So I don't know, even the coordinator in that place, I don't know how they are listening to radio. Nobody get radio Biafra in that side. So I don't know how are we going to do it to help people in the village, those that is farming, to be listening to our radio, so they will know.
Your complaint.
So I have already at least attended the elders. Then let everybody get ready. So they said they heard me, but at least for the information to be coming for them.
Thank you very much.
They don't know how to get it.
Your request is noted.
My people is.
And believe me, the leadership are doing something about it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Our people must understand. This is the time for us to reorganize ourselves. If they say they will kill us when we are sleeping, and then we will not go to bed. If their intention is to kill us while we are sitting, and then we have to stand up. Whatever way they need, it is important everybody understand what is going on. Of course, our leader will be on air tomorrow to further expatiate on some of the idiotic characters of Nigeria and the handlers of Nigeria. Do not forget about that. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Ijoma calling from Okuzi.
Go ahead, my sister.
Oh, I'm very, very grateful for this Biafra radio because I'm always on Biafra radio. I thank God for our leader, Mazin Nandikan, and I thank God for Mazin Onyibe, even the Ushimofo. I thank God for all of you. God will grant you all strength.
Thank you very much.
God will grant everybody strength. And this Biafra will come for us in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much. Our people must understand the truth. This was the same way Ojukwu started shouting. Come back home, come back home. We have finished shouting, come back home. We are asking you at this moment, prepare yourself, for the terrorists are coming. Prepare yourself, for the terrorists are already here. Prepare your mind, for the terrorists have started raping. Tell your villagers not to allow the quietness in the community to deceive them. Their intention is to pick us one after the other. They are coming in different form and in different guise. Watch out, there are terrorists everywhere. Everybody is a suspect until it's all over. Everybody is a suspect. The earlier you get acquainted with this truth and ideology, the better for you. We are approaching the end of the zoo. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
Good evening. My name is Ebinimi Pombo. I'm calling from the United Kingdom. I am from Nimbe, and Nimbe is in Biafra land. Anybody from that region that does not understand what is going on now, the person does not understand. First of all, I want to thank you, George Onyibe, for everything you are doing. I want to thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to thank all the open space officers, everybody involved with IPO. I thank you because this struggle is about to begin. I am from Nimbe, I'm an Ijoman, yeah, and I know before the Eastern region was part of Nimbe as well. So what I want to tell my people is this: if you are listening, if you are from Ijo, Shekri, wherever you are from, please We have to start this battle as regards to unity. We have to come together as one people. Otherwise, we are finished as a people. I know that already. I'm a member of IPOB, and I'm a proud supporter. I'm a proud Biafran. I live in a foreign land doesn't mean I'm not supporting my people. I listen to Radio Biafra every day because I know why I'm listening to it. And I'm still here educating my people. Most of them are waking up. I hope people understand where I'm coming from. I'm Nimbe man, Nimbe. I'm from Ogulmadri. Yeah? But I want you people to understand that this struggle is not just Igbo, this and that. It's all of us is one people now. It's a collective idea and collective responsibility. So please, my people, I don't want to talk too much. Maybe next time I'll call and I have a lot of things to say because I want all of us to wake up. If you are in Ijoman or Shekeri or whatever you are from, please wake up so that these people cannot come and take my ancestral land. They have taken everything according to how they are talking, but I don't think they have, because if you come together as one, everything is over. My brother George Onyibe, please, let me leave you. I respect you with honor.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
And you too.
All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. You say.
Do not allow them to take us apart one after the other. Your village may look calm now. It may look as if nothing is happening. Brother, sister, something is happening. You must communicate to Biafran people. They can come in the form of pastor. There are terrorists. Some can come in form of IPOB member. They are terrorists. Some are Fulani headsmen. They are terrorists. Some are Muslim. They are terrorists. Some can come in form of market men and women. They are terrorists. They will destroy you before you know what is happening. You must watch out how they function. Know their method. Some are contractors. They will kill you. Believe me, it's not going to end on their own terms. Believe me. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good evening from here.
Hello, good evening.
Caller on the line. Some people, I don't know what their problem is. Maybe they don't understand how it functions. Are you there, caller on the line? Good evening from here. You are very far from your phone. I cannot hear you, so try and get closer to your phone. Good evening. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, are we there? Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello? Hello?
I want to believe you called your phone and not your line.
Hello?
Caller on the line.
Hello.
Go ahead. Good evening from here.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. George Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
I'm calling from Iguacha. My name happens to be Mazi Chima Johnson. I'm a coordinator in Iguacha in Oromineke zone. I thank all Biafras, those that are working assiduously to restore the kingdom of Chukwuka. I say, may Chukwuka bless every one of you. I just want to thank our leader, thank our the deputy coordinator, Joseph. So I want good Lord Jonathan, they arrested the man. The man has come out. He's a terrorist. in this is D-line, most of the houses, the Funani was occupied in most of the houses. So every Biafran then, even though the volunteers will know all these things. So I urge all of our brothers to remain resolute. These people are terrorists. They are in our land, invading our land, doing all type of rubbish.
They are now raping our women, and they are sending the video to us.
Yeah. So, and I know it's only to Kaliama, the one that sent us a lot of people. He is the one to fight for us. But I believe that at the end of the time, they are fighting. Whatever they like to make them do, we must especially restore Biafra in our own time. Let people bless every Biafra. Bless every coordinator, those that are working at industry. To restore the kingdom of school coming on earth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amen.
We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I'm there.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Yes,
please.
I'm there. Good evening from here. I'm Martin. Martin, I'm calling from Enugu. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. It's been the second time I'm calling this line, and I'm very much happy to join you guys here on radio. I'm so happy that some persons are picking up. Many people are putting interest in the whole show, and people are seeing the importance and have started showing concern. You know, it's never been a very easy one indeed, and I so much appreciate it. Sometimes I find it very difficult to impact to pass across the message to people, because along the line you find out that some persons are still yet to understand. You know, I don't know, some persons, if I may say, they suffer brain retardation. I must say that in that order, because I can't imagine telling someone that these people have come and that they are ready to carry out attack on us. And do you know what those persons reply to me? That they should come and take our lands, that they should kill us. Nothing will happen. I was like, in fact, if I didn't control myself, I would have beaten out the hell out of that idiot. But I just held myself. In fact, I can't even believe that. You know, in fact, but some other persons are picking up. Some other persons are picking up. But I still feel disappointed when I find out that some persons whom I expect everybody to.
And of course, we lost that caller, but we must continue. People must understand the truth cannot be overemphasized. The reason we are still here is to make sure we control collateral damage. That is if you know what it means. But that thing they are looking for, they will get it. Are you there, caller on the line?
Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Onyibe, Dedu Temefor, Udo Tupo Kikadia Madereje, Ejibo Dede, Emalegen. Ebo Chineke Nebo Gemasi. Ebo Chineke Nebo Gemasi. Namado na lai. Namado na hare swe. Ebo tupo tikadia mati nebo gimasi. Oh, kugile Aja Matimana Maya, one again, one time that I know ya woman, Biafra all over the world. If you know you are a Biafra, you bear the name of Biafra. Whether you are an Awusa, Mawawusa, Tuwara, Nengime, Mawawu, Biafra is a religion. We already meet. But then the Kano Bataka, where Chalk and Ota, Onaron Garum, my hands of Gawu, for Bini level the real be Ota Tempo. He had not completely the world, I want to get here at home. Just about to live on this planet Earth. Who's getting jobs that they will not live? Opala. Never now before you here. And don't pay no Palibe, Otake Robarawo, Otake Okewo, Otake Angorewo, all to cook the hand in the God to Tamatabo, Shine, or what the man said. So for that, the animal that's what you don't tell her who's the heavy land on a Baraketa, Zaya, the people in plan. There's no such change after 2 hours. Even the Hala and Yedin, Melotawa, Chukorani, the Matado, for no for all people for 50 days. Divine Monday, or what to pass. I want to put the Paul Ezra chapter 8. Then I was in there. Over self-determination. United Nations in the Saranga. And then I was in there. Then when I try to come with story now, virus can see my name. If I know a nigga, I'm going to be more here. What okay? Galatians chapter 4. Galatians chapter 4. Check it. 22 to 31. This is very important. We are free people. I am on your phone. You don't have to see there. I want to allow come get out. To put the capital of the worship in this land. Deuteronomy chapter 12. That's 2, very important. Then Hebrew chapter 5, verse 10 to 12, very important. Then Hebrew chapter 9. All have to get to the goal. That woman very good. All you will also support you and all get us to support. Get the look at that and so credit the Bible. I put on your place to just start a dog and get a lot of fire. All of our follow those. All the women like our follow the guy Jeffrey. What is that?
Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, we must continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? And the same thing is happening to the WhatsApp. And then our people must pay attention to this very special announcement. Supreme Leader Mazen Kanu will be on air tomorrow. But it's not in the evening. 9 a.m. Biafran time. The 12th day of the month of June, 2020. At exactly 9 a.m. Biafran time. Make sure you are available. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Chika Dibia. Uche Ekoma. I'm from Obazu, Mberi, in Mbitoli local government. I'm the woman leader of Obazu Zone, Unit 1.
Unfortunate, we lost that caller. Hopefully, you'll be able to call back. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I am Linky Mado from Okpanam. Okpanam is in Oshimiri North. And the Oshimiri North is in Biafra land.
You're welcome, my sister. Go ahead, please.
Okay, God bless you. Mazi Uche. Mazi, I'm greeting you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I greet you and I greet Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. Not. God will bless all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
God will bless all of you. The good work you are doing for us. All the things that people are saying, we are hearing it. Yes, our leader, yeah. We bless all of you. God will help you people. Yes, God will be with you. Only that our people are adamant. They are adamant. They don't listen. They're supposed to hear this new good news and follow suit. But I don't know what is wrong with them. Yes, but I don't know what is wrong with them. They don't want to change. They are old Indians that knows no change. But I know God will help them. God will help us. Long life and prosperity. Up Nigeria. Up Biafra. That Zoom will perish. Zoom will perish. Up Biafra.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Thank you. God bless you. Remain blessed. Thank you.
Our people must understand. These terrorists are brutal. It doesn't matter how they appear, how friendly they may be. These terrorists have one agenda: to take your life. And then you must be ready to respond to them, or else they won't stop. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, Mazi.
You are back.
Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mazi. My name is Paul, calling from Libreville, Gabon, Mazi. Mazi, I'm very, very happy for the job you people are doing for us. For what is happening in our land. Our leader, Mazi Nanekalu, is a prophet of our time. Since many years ago, he has been evangelizing. He has been saying all those things to our people. But some of our people ignore him, and those call themselves politicians we have in our land, those call themselves elders, ignore him. But today, see what is happening all over the zoo and in Biafran land. But I want to let them to understand that IPOB is on ground. Whatever they do, whatever they want to do, they cannot succeed. They tried it in 1960 something, and they are coming back now. That to show them that we are formidable. As last time I said, they will Islamize all the whole West Africa, but Biafra land, as far as Biafra is concerned, we cannot be Islamized. We remain Biafra, and that Biafra we must be. So I want to tell all the whole Biafrans all over the world, all the whole IPOB all over the world, we are on ground. IPOB remain IPOB. No going back about it. I want to tell my people at home, especially MBC people, to rise up. I'm not sharing them in this platform. MBC should rise up because the enemy have already surrendered our place because of this COVID-19. But I want to let them know, whatever they bring in our land, we must finish them with all those weapons they are bringing in our land. I want to let them to understand that IPOB is on ground. Our leader, Mazi Nanekalu, is the prophet of our time. You can see what is going on. You can see that zoo is on fire. Everywhere is on fire. Until they allow Biafra to go, there will be no peace in the zoo. So I don't have much to say this evening. What I have to say is IPOB is formidable. Mazi Onyibe, may Chukwukabema bless you and your family, and bless all the whole principal officers IPOB around the world. Thank you. Remain blessed. Good night.
Thank you very much, my brother. Biafrans in Biafra land, get ready, because the game have started already. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
That dead uche ma phone osnobo edumuno yedumani lecha inekweli n'eziokwu a support ya weziokwu and eziokwu bụ ndụ ọsọ mmadụ ọsọ ne mma ọsọ ke ọsọ kpo ọsọ kpo ọsọ ndị nwanna kponwe we saboters
Ima Fodua, well, a Chakwahana, also what's on the wall, well, like we're repenting, well, like in a way, where I repenting. Biafra, Biagwana, and Ojokoja, Biarili, anyway, wedging a choa, or Kabiarili, now for Chuku, he can be. Also, what here, Jija Guaya, in the Mefini. Not be you go open mouth to go tell person where they do bad thing and make it, we don't forgive you. No. Now, person where they do bad, and I go need that. God has a mercy upon me. Chukwuki, you go forgive him. Not be God go meet the person where they commit sin. I don't forgive you. I never hear that in my life. Like those men where they rise up, they talk say they don't forbid, make we go forbid, forgive all those saboteurs. Now you go forgive person where never beg for forgiveness. No. And now I want to use this platform now to tell Igbo people every day me and them they fight. And I tell them say we go fight you so they na me go win them because Biafra must come. 2 people go do examination, then they wait the day of result to know who pass. Who right pass, now he go pass. And I don't tell them say na Biafra na be the key. And Igbo do land na Biafra. Igbo do land na Igbo because na Igbo do na they call her Igbo na Igbo they call her. They not put an English name there. Call the pronounce of the name. They're full American and they tell them every day by day. They call them those who have their number. They call them say anywhere who you people are, rise up and join your brothers where the a circle of IPOB. IPOB not be club of Oboni, not be Kaka, not be club of a Sakepa, not be club where they plan waiting they go take keep us in to make money. Now, indigenous people of the land, the people who get land, I don't understand the way you go tell them for them to understand. Now, them they do meeting to make sure say they take what belongs to them from enemy hand. What did they pay me this land? Say many years now, I never get job now, and I never get document. I suppose I don't fly, come Igbo there, make we face them because I know say physical, no one go fit kill me. I know say spiritual, no one go fit kill me. I go face them bomber to bomber, and they go come back, begin do something according to the way our forefather they do something. There they go know say yes. What would they talk about? Nari. I don't. They call Igbo people. We do where them are. Those Americans, those in Europe here, those me and them, the sanitary here. And they tell them, many of them hate me, many of them run away from me. They join WhatsApp group, say that they take and they do meeting to put bonho for Igbodo. I tell them, say, I know they talk about bonho, and they talk about Biafra to come. America where you dey, not be bonho that they put for there. Europe where you dey, not be bonho that they put for there. Igbo people, some day Radio Biafra, some they hear about Radio Biafra, they not agree to tag to Radio Biafra. Those one that they call some Igbo people that among of saboteurs. Some Igbo people plenty where they among of saboteurs concerning our leader Nnamdi Kanu because they don't know anything concerning God again. We be saying that the land, the God power go land, stay. Where they call Bitima? Bitima and devil, Bitima and devil they born picking. Why did they answer one Bitima for Igbodo? Many of children they answer one Bitima. Now one Bitima now. Ibilo way Ibilo. Obanigbe way it is way Melbanibe. Where me was where Memphis that they when they are poisoning people, age up wage poisoning, and the poison about all. Why? Because of they know they follow the tradition according to the way it is. Igbodo na here and they tell they know say they tell them say Igbodo the camp where the Igbodo na in near Ekbu the camp where the Igbodo full and they don't fool am with a cow. Pursue the Igbodo people where they there. Come inside town. If I tell them, they go tell me say na people where they do, na people with na cow they carry come. I tell them many times, say this will not be cow they carry come. The day where they go start, where they fight war before, now that Igbodo they from enter that camp there, where they from Abuja come, they enter from Ekbu, enter for that Igbodo camp. Now there they take come inside Igbodo to express, begin they keep people they come. Now I for years find out say they still there. There plenty that Igbodo camp there. And Igbodo land plenty, reach Ishan, reach Uromi, reach Ubiaja, and all those Fulani, they inside that place. Obi of Ibodo, I don't know the kind Obi where that woman being be, but me find out myself, no say all those Obi now fake woman being turn to Obi for the land. That is why they not agree to do what our ancestors tell them to do again. And they tell them, Ojuku, they know, say yes, now let me the answer to Ojuku for Igbo there. And every day they call them, they tell them, say, this Biafra, what they talk about, which day una go rise up, which day una go stand up to stand for Biafra. Where to una the things say una want do, where una go do the first. I be not let Igbo do one get country. I be Biafra come, when I want carry Igbo land, go give Nigeria the place where Nigeria they go. When I want carry Igbo land, go London, go keep. When I want carry Igbo land, go give them for Biafra. The few American get basket money for American there. Igbo people, they there. They're Washington. They're everywhere for American. They're the year what they talk. They go tell me I don't know what they talk. They go tell me it's not be that one that they talk. That they talk about my money issue. Where till they pay me if I get that kind of money when I go take sponsor some people for the Igbo there. I know people now for sponsor there. Where be say they go stand and anybody will touch them. Me and them go face the calamity. Now if be waiting they pay me, now waiting they save them alive. Because this matter of something where they talk, if you not there for spiritual, you not get good mind. If good person, if God send good person to you, you not go know a good person. Now the bad person go come, you go collect them because you not get good mind. Now in they cause all those saboteurs, where they say saboteur, all those saboteurs, nothing they go fit do. Because if he said for say we won't fight anything, we won't fight to collect this our land, we not go fight Fulani, we not go fight any stranger, we go fight those people where they say that they be saboteur for our land. And me and them when I go fight. And I tell them every blessed day, me they this Italy. If get any way, anyone tell wrong come here, and me I see the secret to see the person, I ready to make sure see that person go down. Because now those people put us for sufferness, nothing like winch. Now them put us for sufferness. Those our brothers put us for sufferness. Yesterday in Italy here, Udine, Italy, they want to do rally. Said they want to do rally. I asked them what type of rally you people want to do. They said they want to do rally for black where they keep for America. I say you people don't get sense. You people are demon. Why you want to do rally for person one person die in America? Why you not do rally for people where they die for Nigeria to tell Oyibo government here? Tell them say, would they do this rally because of Fulani and stranger? They kill us for Nigeria. Now Fulani the government of that Nigeria. And the Nigerian I will from come. Why will come up for there? Now because of the killing where they kill us every day by day. They kill us today. So that the Igbo government here, Italy government will respect us where they here. They go no say yes, see why would they run. They go use their hand face the government of Nigeria. But all of them they here, they jealousy their brothers, say their brothers. And the one again, IPOB, this IPOB where would they? Inside the IPOB where would they? Person the IPOB, you go see IPOB in brother, you know go look at us in brother. Then they find money where they go to do something for work of Biafra. You the IPOB, you get you they work, the company where you they work. Plenty chance there where you go put your brother as an IPOB so that you go see money to they pay what you pay so that the strong go they go movement. You go because they hear me now. You go carry another person will not the IPOB. You go carry person will be saying Nigeria the answer. Now Nigeria stand for you go put them for the work. For I want to what you get to call that kind of person? That same person is saboteurs. That person the enemy of Nnamdi. He the enemy of Biafra. Because if you're not the enemy of Biafra, you're not the enemy of Nnamdi. You go carry that to your brother, put for that chance where they there. Because you know that your brother go bring money for IPOB where they go take do good thing. But they go say there be children of God, there be Biafra, there be IPOB. I am telling you, if they're getting IPOB, the IPOB, if they dey 100, it not pass 5 will stand with true, because if you not stand with true and spiritual and physical, you are not a human being in my eye, because I look you one kind, and IPOB not be looking human being before you join there. That is why they tell some people will not join IPOB. Some people with the IPOB do this, make them not join. I say join IPOB because you are fighting for your land to come. You are not joining IPOB because of the human being you see there, or because of the coordinator, or because of the secretary. You are joining IPOB because you want God to love you. You want God to give you that power. You want to fight what belongs to you. You want to tell God that you need this your land back from the enemy, because if you're not serious, the God in heaven no go serious for you. You must serious. God in heaven will serious for you.
Thank you very much.
You don't come out for freedom. You don't come out to fight what belongs to you, and mean that you don't have anything to fear in any human being. You don't have anything to fear at all. Example, that they see me here inside this city here. I always wear Biafra shirt. They move up and down. I want to see that person will go tell me say, come out. You IPOB, you are an IPOB. You they go out. You know go put on IPOB shirt. You they go anywhere. No go wear IPOB shirt, so that they go know the people. People go they see the name of Biafra inside your shirt, so that they go know say, really, this people they fight for what belongs to them. Guy, if you not serious, if you not show person where they kill you, say you kill me, you know say that you I they let you know say, come, you kill me, you kill my people, and I still alive. They no go repent. Those people will kill you, no go repent. Those people will kill you, no go fear, because when you don't show those people will kill you, say you still remain. It go make them they fear. What you they find go they come, because them go they go for under. They see the talk and say this people still there. This people they mean them. That is why they patrol with this their shirt. But some no go, some among of us no go show the masses, the white or the people or black people where they here, show them say we need this is what we're fighting for. We need it, because if we were there here, IPOB, the whole outside country, if we they show ourselves outside as IPOB, we they show ourselves as a Biafra, and we need them because of our coming out and the way we always coming out. Then we know that people in the ground will know that these people they are serious, so they want to go. People will not want to support will start supporting. They will start supporting, and mostly my people in Igbo, will make una rise up. You people will rise up. Who not agree to rise up? Who go rise up? Who not agree to support the truth? Who not agree to hear what in the count they talk? By the grace of God, they will start the hearing. By name,
Thank you very much. No, not a name. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Mazi George Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening from here, George Onyibe. My name is Chukwemeka from Igbodo. Igbodo is a Abo Biafra land. Mazi George Onyibe, I thank you for your good work. It's not easy, Mazi George Onyibe. God is your strength, to come in on air morning, evening. And I use this opportunity to thank our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm happy that tomorrow he's coming on air. Like you said, I'm preparing, I'm waiting. And thank our deputy leader, Uchemofo, and all the IPOB press post office all over the world. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless you all. Mazi George Onyibe, I don't follow you. This is your second program, but I want to contribute because I went to somewhere. I want to contribute, but I want to just go straight to my point. What I want to say is concerning about Barack Obama, the murderer, the one that put the Muhammad Buhari in the seat, the one that make Boko Haram and Yeti Allah are killing our people. I want to tell Obama, you really need to go to prison. Obama really need to go to prison. He really need to go to jail because he's an evil man. Obama is an evil man. As a black, it is. He don't like Africa people. He don't want Africa people. He just want to bring problem, calamity to Africa race, to African nation. But he's a black. Obama, anywhere you are, listen to me, you will go to prison because you're a murderer. And secondly, I want to use this opportunity to tell our people, like my brother Uche said, Mazi Onyibe, we are battling our people. Some of our people, I don't know what is wrong with some of our people, Europe here, even those that in the Biafra land, Mazi Onyibe, even those in South Africa. When you are telling them about Biafra, they will tell you that no, Biafra, we are doing meeting here, we are doing a car meeting, a kalema, we are doing this. So this is the time for everybody need to stand up. Fulani herdsmen, they are all over our land, they are everywhere in our land, waiting for command to strike. So when these people now, who are you expecting that he will guide your village, he will guide you? So this is the time that everybody need to wake up, stand up, join IPOB. Anywhere you are, South Africa, Europe, here, Asia, anywhere you are, start, join IPOB, the nearest IPOB, because this is what can save you. Look at, I was talking to one of my brother in South Africa to join IPOB. He told me that I should not tell him about Biafra. I should not tell him about IPOB. I'm still trying to tell him about IPOB and Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I should stop. If you want to be happy with me, I should stop. So when I stop telling you about Biafra, about IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, about your nation, then you are not happy. So when I'm talking about going to club, buying a big Jeep, then you will be happy. So I want to use this opportunity to urge you people to stand up and join Biafra. Mazi Onyibe, I don't want to take most of your time. May God bless you. Keep it on according to our deputy leader.
Thank you,
sir.
Yeah. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. And of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. Our people in Biafra land must be vigilant. Caller on the line.
Hello, good evening, Mazi
Onyibe. From here, go ahead, please.
Yeah. And then, I hear from Amusa Gafa in the local government Biafra land. I want to thank you, Mazi, for the good works you people have been doing for us, especially Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, and Mazi Chemefo, our deputy. I'm also thanking all the IPOP who make everything possible for we to be reaching where we are today. I thank God for giving us the strength to make our people know that Biafra is at hand. I also thank all the people that made the 30th May a very good day, that our leader said that day is a very blessed day for us. I also pray that Chukwuka will protect you all, especially our leader, Mazi Chemefo, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Chemefo, and you, Onyibe, and everybody who is working assiduously to give us Biafra. May Chukwuka bless all of you and protect all of you in your share name. Mazi, there is something, the other time on that 30th, I went to my village in Amukiago, in the local government. Our elders there, they always come to my house and meet my mother and say, which day is your son coming back home? I told, when day I will come back, that is the day they will feel happy. They will come to my house for me to tell them about Biafra, because they love it much. And when I was about to come back, I'm living at Mpo, they said that I should tell the Biafran people to help them so that they can be getting the radio Biafra and feel happy as I am feeling happy, because they cannot hear any good news unless we that is outside comes back home to tell them what our leaders say. sometimes there is some our leaders. This thing I put in my phone, I will just open it and put it for them. They will be happy. Everybody will be feeling happy. So anything you people can do to make our people in Amufiago, who the local government AFA, to be getting Radio Biafra, I will appreciate. I'm also a registered ITOP member in Ikabi Amazon, Biafra land, and I'm here. Thank you very much. I want to step down for others to contribute. I'm very happy to get you this night, my leader. Thank you.
We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening.
Good evening from
I'm
here.
hearing you. Good evening.
Go ahead and move away from your radio.
Okay, sir. I've been listening to you since this evening. I want to thank you for the good work you are doing. It's not easy. And if it's easy, that means it's not man that is involved. When things are very, very difficult and some people are engaged in it, it shows that the work is really. So I thank you. My name is Paul Okechukwu Ibagwa from Oga. I'm living in Oka, in Anambra State, Biafra land. I want to thank our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. It's not easy. Ihe umefulefu na-eme mhu. Ha fuzi onye na-eme ya, fa nwe ike inye mu support. Mana ihe onye metere ya were isi ya buru. Enwere ihe ọzọ. Ihe ọbụla ha metere ha were isi ha buru. Now very soon, as we are watching what is happening now and as we are seeing all things being played before us, it shows that comes, all of us are going to rejoice, every one of us, because my desire, everyday desire, is to see Biafra come. Is to see Biafra come. I need Biafra. I want to be alive and see Biafra. That had been the desire of my father, but my father couldn't make it. But me, I will like it and I will rejoice more than any other person, even more than you. I want to comment on what you are doing concerning the work. It's not easy. Once again, concerning our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. That's why all the saboteurs, Asari and Co., they cannot stop the work. The Fulanis are beginning to feel the impact. They are beginning to know that they are dealing with a man. And this one is not ordinary man. Bible says strong man. Before you go into a strong man's house, first of all, bind him. Nnamdi Kanu have bound them in all. Outside the country, inside the country, even to the extent that Hausa people is rising against the Fulani in their own land also. Is it not ridiculous? It's a miracle. It's a wonderful and a great work done by a great man. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. And this is where we draw the curtain for this segment. Believe me, Biafrans in Biafra land, this is the time to be vigilant. We do not call upon you to panic. We are not trying to make you think that there is a war that we cannot wage. We want you to be vigilant. See them before they see you. They are in our forest. They are hiding everywhere. They are disguising. They are wearing jeans now and jacket with polo. They are putting on face cap. They want to look like your brother. But by their fruit you shall know them. Don't let them deceive you. They don't love you. They don't love you. It doesn't matter if it's Yoruba, if it's Hausa, if it's Fulani. If it's not a Biafran, you are gambling with your life. My sisters, that is the truth. But if they rape you, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't make yourself a victim. Decide how it will end. Our father sang before now. Oh, my brother, don't you worry. Oh, my sister, don't you worry. If I happen to die in a battlefield, never mind. We shall meet again. We cannot allow these people to kill us with our hand tied behind the back. Everybody must be ready to respond to these people adequately. Like I said, our leader will be coming up on air tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Biafran time. Make sure you tune in. A sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. Apology to those of you who cannot take their call now because the time is up. Be good, be Biafran, be ready. The sun will surely rise again. Goodbye and good night.
I learned from long ago what matters most in life, and now I think I know why one will fight to death when people rise against the helpless just for greed. They'll hope it lasts for long, but just in dawn of time, the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Some people might believe that one can fight with ease. When fighting gets tough there, then freedom will not come. In case you want to know what freedom fighting is, then I guess you'll have to go and search real freedom, man. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. The sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The dreams of yesterday will live on in our minds. In this our quest we know that men will rise and fall. When they try once and fail, they'll retreat and succumb. A voice from shadows say, son, heed this wake-up call. Strive hard to stand defeat. Rise and stand to your feet. Cause the sun will rise at last, and darkness goes to bed. The night may rise and fall, but light will stand out tall. Yes, the sun has risen, so the dark will have to go. The stars that glitter glow, we shine for then, you know, yeah.